everyone, Zero in the house, and welcome back to another video. World of Vision Final Fantasy Brave Exvius New Content Overview, where we have a look at what's new every Wednesday. Today, ILDYRA Sweetheart is out in Global. We'll have a look at what she's all about. Well, to a certain degree, this is more of an overview. And then one piece of new content that might hint at a possible new GLEX, new global exclusive possibly coming out. We'll explore that possibility in just a second. Before we do that, why don't we delve into the summons and see what's available this Wednesday, this whole week actually. First thing we're presented is the standard banner for ILDYRA Sweetheart. Well, I'll call her Valentine ILDYRA because it's less of a tongue twister. So she's definitely out. What is she? She is pretty much a ninja, pseudo ninja, let's say. Her job is specific to her, and her mechanic works on being faster and being better the less she's hit. Overall, I am not afraid to say that she's been my one of my favorite looking World of the Vision units, but because she is not limited, I am not going to jump the gun and get her straight away, although we do have a ticket for her, so we will consider pulling for her at the end of the video. So the banner is the standard non-limited banner, so she will not cost you 42,000 Viz. She might, but her gauge will fill after spending 10,000 Visure, and at the 6th pool there's a 25% chance of getting her. However, she also does come with a pity that we'll explore after checking the summons. Other than that, we have this banner. This has changed from what I can see. It's no longer only one time, this is 5 times now. So if you want to amass not only the medals but also the shards for ILDYRA, you definitely have this option. So if you want to go all the way and you want to build ILDYRA as soon as possible, this is a chance that you have. And what can I say? I think that if she was a limited unit, this would have been the best banner to go for, but she's not limited. You can get her whenever you want. So I probably want to save my Visure for what's coming next. And I'm talking also from a biased point of view. She's one of my favorite looking units. She's so quirky. I won't go into details about her personality, but yeah, she seems adorable, let's say. We also have this paid banner with 80 mind spheres for her. Again, not sure whether I want to invest that much into her, given again that she's not limited. And she's also fire unit, and what I want to mention also is that I don't see much evasion or luck focus cards for fire, so you might want to explore other ways of building her for the time being with the vision card that we have. You can definitely rely on the Ketone VC with 35 luck across the board for all elements, but if you want to go one level up in regards of evasion, then you'll need to be creative. Also, don't forget about the shards for ILDYRA, which will help you expedite her growth. But then again, she's not limited, so even though we got some rewards from Hiroki, you probably want to spend that gil for the limited units. Now that I mentioned the presents, yes, you also have to claim that. I'd imagine that most of you would have already done that once you've logged into the game. So we got some pretty good stuff. I think most people will be happy about the 6 Blossom of Paradise there. I do know that most people run out of those very easily. So now that you have little to complain, you can build one full unit. Now from here, let's go on to the shop. And there, all the special shop rewards or special stuff is gone. So no more deals, at least for this week. I'd imagine maybe next week something will come out, especially with the introduction of Final Fantasy X that has been announced in the 19th video that was released by Hiroki and Justin. So do keep an eye for those rewards and special packs. Now, another thing that is worth mentioning is that you can get one, let's say, discounted way of getting ILDYRA with this ticket. I am not happy about what comes with this pack, but again, 300 paid Viz. If it was anyone else, I would have probably skipped, similar to Resnick. Like, I wouldn't have done this for Resnick because she's a support unit. But if it's an attacker or someone a bit niche, you know, why not? You know, those red things might be worth. Now, here we have the usual suspects. We do have the Kurokasmi, which we'll talk about into the Fireplace section. And we also have this let's say, off-season chocolate festival pack for 500 free viz. I think that's a fair amount of good stuff. So if you're not stringent and can loosen the belt a bit in terms of your saving, why not invest 500 free viz on that? What I do like here also is that we have some job memory packs, not the paid viz one, but I do like these guild one, especially if you need to build ILDYRA from scratch and you're running out of these. You'll have a better chance of leveling her up without doing the initial story levels, because let's be honest, we don't want to go there again. And we also have a feature shop for ILDYRA. We'll be able to expedite her growth. This is obviously not comprehensive, but it'll give you a head start, at least with the green ones, with the green memory stones. Now, from here, let's go to the power play. There's a lot to talk about here. You'll notice that we have a training quest for the Kurokazumi. It's a ninja blade. We're really low in variation of these weapons, and I'm happy to see some defense penetration on this weapon. And I think that this will be best paired with what's his name, Zadzan, and more importantly Farm, because Farm does rely on one mechanic, which is her EX version of the shuriken, and the shuriken is a slash attack. So what better way to get the most out of that attack if not with the Kurokazumi? Now, Kurokazumi means black haze. Kazumi might be a familiar name for you guys that play Dead or Alive. And I did my research, and apparently this weapon originally is a super trust master for a Final Fantasy Brave Exvius unit, which goes by the name of Jiraiya. So I suspect that our next global exclusive might be Jiraiya. He might have some other funky ninja style attack. I can see that he does both magic and physical damage in Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. So we might have something like that, where maybe they're very jutsu focused and, you know, they'll do magic style attacks, very similar to Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, where I think the ninjas there were doing a lot of jutsus. So I think actually that'll be a pretty cool mechanic, you know, make a really squishy ninja that maybe relies on a different mechanic compared to the current ninja and operator that we have now. Zan is another ninja blade, but he's not a GLEX anymore. He's actually a proper War of the Vision unit, even though he has a unique job. So I think we do have reason to have more units that will have ninja blades. And yeah, I think Jiraiya will be the perfect candidate for this. But then again, anything can happen. Maybe I've unfolded the big brain moves from the War of the Vision team, and now they need to rework whatever what they had planned for the next 2 months to come. So yeah, just a piece of trivia and a little bit of theory crafting for you there. And if we go further down, I'm actually surprised that this is buried down here. You can have the reruns for the MR raid vision cards that have occurred in the past. So if you haven't had the chance to finish those when they were out during their feature raids, you can actually rerun these now. And more importantly, you can actually get something you couldn't do outside of the raid. You can actually get the vision card and MR Esper as well by rerunning enough of these events. So this is actually amazing if you ask me. I think they're probably preparing us for the next PvE content, or even better, for the next limited guild battle content, where maybe we might need to rely on this vision cards. There might be a restriction on vision cards because, you know, usually they have been mostly on units. So I can see a vision card restriction coming on, especially now that you can equip 6. So that actually would be a fun battle to have if it ever happens. Anyway, I think from here we can move on onto the MA2 for this time. And this time, on top of Valentine ILDYRA, we have Valentine Salia. Will it work? Yes, excellent. So I still remember my iPad controls. So Valentine Salia will get as a MA2 Ice unit adds max HP by 10%, ice attack by plus 15, own spirit piercing rate by plus 35, match by plus 15, and reaction block rate plus 30. So reaction block rate plus 30 is going to be amazing for those units that have reflex. I think Wind does have some units that have reflex, and that's annoying as hell. So Valentine Sally will be even better, especially for the ice team. Definitely a strong piece of the puzzle to make those teams work. Whether it's physical or magical, she won't disappoint you. Let's go back into the game and let's do that pull for Valentine ILDYRA. Hopefully we get her. It's always good to set the expectation bar low, but we were lucky last time, so who knows, maybe we'll be lucky this time. Let's go. Brown book. Okay, it's good to set the expectations low. Yeah, this is gonna be a bad pull, so we're just gonna go through it. That was actually quite shocking. I mean, I'm not even sure why I'm going through it. I mean, there is nothing to be expected here. The likelihood of this turning rainbow really low. Yeah, as I thought. And that is all. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. You guys take care. If you grab ILDYRA, I hope you get the most out of her. Her TMR is amazing. So you enjoy the rest of the week and have a good one. Bye for now.